Yeah, I'm not sure this is really meant to go on there. So first up is the Swedish road sign pack placeable. This is by Fippy M123, 2.11 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find them, as you can imagine, under decorations and others. Now, there's quite a few. Yeah, we'll just go with that anyway. So what I've basically done is I've placed them down, and if they've got a one next to it, then that's a customizable option. Because if you go into the actual build mode, we've got all of these different signs, and then depending on whether they've actually got customization options, you click on customize, and then you go for whichever one you want. So that's where we've gone for on that whole situation. So we've got a couple of different ones there. All these are going to be single on their own. I mean, to be fair, I would say generally across the world, most people could understand what these road signs mean. I mean, the speed limits, obviously. 10 mile, well, to be fair, it's on when you place them down, it's 10 kilometers an hour, but all right, fair enough. You've got left turns, you got whatever they are, roundabouts, all right, and then you've got T junctions, so you're not going to be able to get out of the red area, so you can place them down. Yeah, you go for whichever one you want. Now, they don't have collisions on, so you're not going to get hooked up on them, but you can't get rid of them either. Yeah, we even if we go into demolition mode, I can't sell them. So just make sure you place them down where you want to, because if you get it wrong, yeah, you can't remove them. Right, next up is Polish Brick House. This is by Leo, 43.02 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it, as you can imagine, under farmhouses. Now, it's going to cost you 75 grand to place down, and obviously, it's a bit of a... it's a brick house, let's face it. I mean, obviously, the name gives it away. Brick texture on the outside. We'll come up these steps and we'll go in this door. We'll open up that one. Once you get inside, obviously that's going to be your little sleeping area through here. On the old couch, on the sofa settee, whatever you want to call it. Then you've got your wardrobe trigger by the wardrobe just there. You've got a little bit of a TV on the go. A kitchen in here. Make yourself a snack. Oh, fair enough. I mean, you've got a couple of doors that open as well. No, that's a light switch. There was a door around here, actually. Is it this one? There's a couple of different doors that... No? I'll close that one. There we are. So it's those doors that open up from the inside. I mean, I've got this down to the basement. All right, what's behind this door? Oh, it's your garage. All right, it's crouched down. I like that. Can we go in here? No? All right, fair enough. Now, obviously, this is going to be your garage, so potentially... you would obviously come from the outside, wouldn't you? I mean, you go to the left-hand side there is going to open up the door like that. But you have got this little single door. It's going to open up like that. Little passenger door. And pedestrian, however you want to call it. All right, fair enough. I mean, you're not going to get massive things in there. Maybe a pickup truck or like a motorbike or something like that. But I like that. That is all right. I mean, I love it when the modders do that with the doors. Little side door and then open it up for your vehicle, and obviously you can go into it as well. We have plenty of farmhouses that you can't go in. It's just a decorative object, but that is awesome. Right, next up is Shed. This is by Macca, 9.9 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it, as you can imagine, under sheds. Now there's no customization option, it comes as it is. So you have that sort of was it bluish, maybe oxidized copper roof potentially. I mean, nice detail on the brickwork. I mean, once you're inside, it's a shed. Let's face it, you can be storing some stuff in here, vehicles, maybe some pallets, bales, that sort of thing. I mean, potentially, you could drop some crap on the ground, use it as storage like that. No problem. You've got the vents on the, well, I say vents. You've got the gaps on the roof, allow a bit of airflow through. Very nice. Right, next up is PGR Buildings. This is by Leo, 22.18 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find them in a couple of different places, to be fair. So first up, we've got this here. This is going to be found under sheds. That's going to cost you 10 grand. Then we've got the one next to it, which is going to be under your tools, because that's got a workshop in it. So that's going to cost you 30 grand. We'll then move on to the next two, which is going to be found on the fences, but it's not actually a fence, it's a gate. So you got a gate with a sign just there, and then you got a gate without a sign just there. And the last one on the end is going to be a decorative building. So that's only going to cost you £1 grand. I mean, place it down, adds a little bit of life to your farm, that sort of thing. So the shed, it's a shed. Open-ended, open-sided, plenty of space for you to be getting on with. And then you come over here, we've got the workshop. So we'll open up this door like that. There we are. Then once you're inside, a decent amount of space as well. We've got doors on the end like that. You can open up that one. We've got a little bit of a, well, potentially a drive-through option on the go with that door and then that door there. And then outside of this door is going to be your workshop trigger. So obviously pull your vehicle in the vicinity, hit the spanner, fix it all up, no problem. Then obviously we've got the gates. So we'll come over here like that. We'll open up like that. Oh, there we are. I placed it the right way. I mean, you never know. I sometimes place it down, it's going to hit me in the face, but alright. When you have got these little side gates as well. Is it that one? No, it's the other side, isn't it? There we are, so that's it. Open up that one. Little pedestrian gate. We got this one over here as well. So you can open up like that. If you don't want to open up a big one to let your vehicle through. And obviously, you got your decorative building. That being said, can we go in there? No, it's just a decorative. I mean, sometimes they do have insides, but alright, maybe not. Maybe not on that one. That being said, fair enough. And next up is Horsch Big. This is by Martin CZ, 13.24 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it, as you can imagine, in horses. Now, it's going to hold 16 if you've got your stallions on the go. I mean, you do have the option to extend that out with the old fencing, and then you can put a pasture down, or you can leave it as the dirt ground, entirely up to you. Now, this building on the front, whilst it looks very nice indeed, is just for decoration, because you can't go inside. It's yeah, alright, fair enough. It is what it is. So we're going to come around the back like this, and turn the corner, and then we've got our animal dialogue box just there. So obviously that's going to hold 16 horses if you go for the standard version. Then open up this gate. There we are. Then in here, you're going to be putting your food into these troughs. Now I just filled up this one, and it also filled up that one as well. So both of them work together, no problem. And then you've got your water trough, because even though we've got this giant building, you are still going to need to put some water in. So that'll go in just there. There's plenty of space for the horses to run around in. I mean, to be fair, sometimes if you have like too small an area, it might be a little bit cramped, but that's plenty of space for the old stallions in there. Oh, very nice. Next up is Cattle Pens for Beef Cattle. This is by Graniero, Vergamini Modding and Lost Gamer. 13.87 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find them, as you can imagine, under cows. Now, we've got the option on customization. If you wanted to go for that, we'll turn that on like that. You can change the colour, go for whichever one you want. Paint the sides, no problem. So we've got that one there, that's going to be your large one. So 80 grand to place down, it's going to hold 200 cows. We then got the medium one, which is going to cost you 150 grand, it's going to hold 150 cows. And then the small one on the end, 40 grand, and it's going to hold 90 cows. Right, fair enough. Now these two big ones, well, I'll say the big one, the big and the medium one, is going to have these doors that open up like that. And once you're inside, that's where your food and your straw is going to be. And we'll come through the other end, so obviously that's going to give you a drive-through option on the go there. Now this side is going to be your animal dialogue boxes there. You get your taking out point for your manure just there, and your slurry is going to be coming out of there. Now obviously these are just for beef cattle, so you're not going to be getting any milk off them. So if you are looking for a bit of milk, yeah, this is not the thing for you. But if you're looking to just fatten them up and sell them off to the animal dealer, yeah, these are fitting nicely. So again, we've got a door that opens up like that. Obviously a little bit smaller, a little bit less capacity, but food and straw into the same place. And we'll come out this end, and again, same dialogue boxes, slurry, manure that side. And then we'll come to the small one. We've got your manure just there. We've got your slurry taking out point just there. And your food is going to go into there with your straw. And we're going to come around this side, because your animal dialogue box is round here. Alright, fair enough. And next up is Confining Cows. This is by Graniero, Vergamini Modding and Lost Gamer. 11.65 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find, as you can imagine, under cows. Now this is going to cost you 60 grand to place down. And it's going to hold 200 cows. Now like the previous versions of the cow barns, this isn't going to give you milk either. This is just for your beef raising shenanigans. But what this does have, is if you come down here, we can open up these gates like that. And you could facilitate putting stuff in down here, you know, bringing a trailer down, entirely up to you. I mean, to be fair, this is just, I would say use it as a storage area, but what it really is for is over here is where you're going to be bringing the old animal trailer down. So bring it down there, go for that old, was it a cattle crush, that sort of thing, chuck them in there. I mean, you could back a trailer in, and we got this gate here that opens up as well, entirely up to you. You've got your slurry taking out point, which is just there for you. There's plenty of space out the back. Look at that. All right, fair enough. Fair enough indeed. Now, we'll come down here, got your manure taking out point, and on the front is where you're going to be putting your straw and your feed in. All right, no worries. What them pair up to? They look a little bit close. Next up is the Quicke L200. This is by A-Dub Modding ABP team, 2.02 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under front loader tools. But this does have a little trick up its sleeve, because you're going to be able to hook it to your 3-point of your tractor, no problem, but also hook it up to a front loader. And you don't have to change the options either. That is all right indeed. I mean, it's going to cost you 600. So if you've got some baling shenanigans on the go, and you've got a front loader or a 3-point on your tractor, yeah, this is going to fit on both. And next up is Agricultural Transport Trailer. This is by Gian FS, 2.82 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under low loaders. Now, it's going to cost you $5,000 to buy. You do have the option to change the main colour, so that's going to be doing those bits. And then, obviously, your rim colour is going to be doing your rims. Now, obviously, this is for transportation. And in the website, it shows that it's got harvester on the back. Yeah. I would be very particular on what harvester you put on the back of this, because I've got the old sports harvester and it's not liking it. But all right, we'll give it a little bit of a change around. When you have got straps, you can, well, to be fair, take the straps off, it sort of levels out a little bit. But then you put the straps on, that's when it doesn't like it. I mean, it does rock a bit. Obviously, you've got the wheels in the middle, so you're going to have a little bit of a pivot on the go. Now, to obviously unfold it, you're going to do LB and RB together and right stick up and down. So we put that down like that. We'll take the straps off. We'll go and move the old sports harvester off. We'll start the engine. Why is it moving with the engine not started? Ah, that's better. Right. I mean, don't get me wrong, it took me ages to get that on the back because it's so wide. What it's really supposed to be with is like a smaller harvester like this. Now, it is ideal if you're going to be put it on backwards. I'd say it's a lot easier. I think with the old attacher for your header, you're going to struggle getting it on. All right, let's give this a go. Yeah, we're reversing it like that because, you know, why not? There we are. So we're up like that. There we are. Oh, straight on. Oh, it's like I've done this before. There we are. So if we just back it up a little bit like that, I think that'll do. Pretty much on. Now, obviously, what I like about this as well is you've got these little wood blocks. One of the ramps are unfolded. It puts them there. When you fold the ramps off, it's going to put them into the front bit, which is ace. Oh, I like that. There we are. So you folded the ramps up like that, and then once they're up far enough, get that little. Whoa, that's a bit close. You get that little support. We call it support in the middle. Like that little bar, a little bit of a tie there. Obviously, that's going to help stop your harvester falling off. There's the wood blocks just there. Fair enough. Right, let's put the straps on. To be fair, it doesn't seem to be as rocking as much. I mean, I suppose if you took the corner a little bit too tight, you might get a little bit. Oh yeah, there we are. Yeah, take the corners easy. Oh dear. But also, what this does come with is it's got a trailer hitch on the back, so you could potentially bring your harvester to the field with a trailer, with a tractor, all in one load. Oh, that is all right indeed. Right, next up is the CLAAS Liner 500 Profi L. This is by Agrar Design Austria, 4.77 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under windrowers. Now, this is one of those that when it unfolds, it does the old chung, chung, chung. Oh, I love them when they do that. All the little, well, I'm going to call them fingers. You know, they just go into the old, into the holes. I don't even know what they're called. Into the pipework. So, it looks ace. Oh, I must admit. 45 horsepower requirement for my tractor, 4.8 meter working width, and 11 mile an hour working speed for 12,297. There is no options. So here's what I mean by the old unfolding mechanism. So we'll zoom in a little. There we are. So we'll do LB and A, unfold it. That's ace. Oh, I like that. I do like that a lot. Now, also, there is not just the unfolding animation there. You have got a little bit extra to do as well. So LB and right stick left and right. It's going to be doing that bit. There we are. Then we've also got RB and right stick left and right. It's going to be doing that bit. Alright, so it's not just a one and done button. But I like that. I mean, what about if we fold it up? Can we fold it up without... Yeah, we can. We can fold those up with those side bits folded down. Interesting. So that's a little bit more work for you to get it all up and running. Oh, fair enough. And our last mod for the day is the Randon Basculante 2000. This is by Swedish Modding, 10.19 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it on the semi-trailers. Now, it's got a 30,000 litre capacity, 45 gram price tag, and we do start off with an optional extra. Which is that bit. No, don't. I mean, it's still got 50. What's costing 50? That one, original fenders. Or if the original fenders are going to cost you 50 and that's the cheaper version, why is it an optional extra? Why are you paying more for it? That's the standard one. It's 45 grand. Dear, oh dear. Right, so the standard trailer, we'll carry on. The standard trailer, 50,000 litres, silage style. But the standard one itself... only 30,000. All right, fair enough. You then got a big version, which is 50,000 litres, and then you got your silage style one. So you got your big version there, and to be fair, they both have the cover on. But all right, fair enough. You got wheel setup, so you got your old, you got your standard, and then back to your old one. Then you got material in the extension. Now, obviously, that's going to be covered by the old, by the trailer. So you got the original, and you got with wood. Come back to that in a minute. Then you got back stickers. You got yes or no. It's going to be putting those just on the old bumper supports. You got your original fenders or your new ones. Then you got your main colour, which is obviously going to be your main colour. So it's going to be that bit. Your back door. Yeah. Back door's blue. All right, fair enough. Your fenders are then going to be obviously your fenders. Your chassis is going to be the chassis. Like that. And then the cover. It's obviously going to be the cover, so we'll go for dark grey. There we are. Rim colour is going to be your rims. Alright, so I've got the two trailers here. So one's going to have the wood in the old extension, and one's going to be the standard one. So it's like Christmas morning. You don't know what you're going to get. So if we open the cover, so that's going to be your wood one. There you are. So I've got the old extensions just there like that. So if you didn't go for the wood one and you went for the standard version, we're back underneath here. Obviously, this is only on the extension. There we are. So we'll take the cover off like that. It's going to be painted white. So entirely up to you. Obviously, you're only going to notice it once you've got the cover off. Alright, fair enough. Got a couple of updates as well. It's got Michigan Map by Taylor Farms and Salty Shorty. Now, that doesn't need a new save, so that's alright. We've also got Prairie Farm Michigan by Taylor Farms. That also doesn't need a new save, so that's great. Got the Sunshine Forest by Carl TG. Now, there's no mention of a new save on that one, so that's great. We got the Plaque CLAAS Evian 410-450 series by the Design Farmer. Got the Seed Horsch Pack by BC Bueller of Forward Agricultural. Got the Soaring Eagle SA30 Drive Over Conveyor by BC Bueller. The JCB TM420S by Ross & Mods. The JCB Attachments by Ross & Mods. The Pavelli Rat Pack by DD Mod Passion. The Flegel Timber Runner Pack by HR Force and Fargdog Bow. Got the Wifo HMZ 340 3000 Pro version by Angelo Smet. Got the Lizard RD1600E by HR Force and Fargdog Bow. Got the Universal Rotating Bunk by HR Force and Fargdog Bow. Got the Snuffle Stuck by MTL Modding Team. We've got the Auto Load Pack by Rowley Christie 1 VSR Modding Sir. The Pig Food Mixer by Grimlock RRC. The Manure Pit by Radix Games. And the Old Wooden Barn by ICAS.